I'm Jim Kenney. I've been in law enforcement for a little over 32 years. I've been in Hillsborough County just recently for a little over 3 years, and I just retired. I met Ron Mcmullen back in 1989. He was just starting his career in law enforcement as well as I was. We worked together multiple times and investigations throughout the years. So we've known each other for approximately 32 years. Some of the decision-making issues, the questionable decision-making that the Sheriff's Office has done just recently, it's got to make you wonder why they're making these type of decisions. For instance, the pastor that was arrested at the Tampa River Church, I know from high authority that the sheriff was told not to arrest this pastor for having churches. He went against his own counsel and basically arrested him. This was the same pastor that gave him an award 11 weeks prior, and the charges were ultimately dropped. And before they were dropped, the sheriff meets with the pastor and has a lunch. So the whole thing appeared to me as it was more political. I'm trying to get media attention out of this. It was, how can you meet an individual in the middle of an investigation when there's pending charges? The whole thing was, I think, a debacle. The other issue, of course, is the release of 164 prisoners out of the Hillsborough County Jail, and they were released supposedly on COVID-19 issues to keep either the employees and or the prisoners safe to not spread. And although we can all empathize about not wanting to spread the COVID-19, should there not have been some type of quarantine or testing for these individuals let go? The biggest issue I see is that these individuals were let go without doing any type of criminal history checks. I mean, to me, that's basic 101 law enforcement. How do you let individuals that are supposedly low-level, non-violent criminals out of jail and not even do a criminal background? I mean, it makes no sense to me. And ultimately, a guy that was released committed a murder the very next day. The lack of response to the rioting, to the looting, to the vandalism at the University Square Mall, to me, was shocking, embarrassing. It was a total lack of management, where there was reports of a burglary being committed, and we had our CERT team that was ready to deploy, but they didn't deploy for almost an hour after the fact. Where TPD, they actually closed down a couple of the malls and denied access into the parking lots, where we did not do that with Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office to the University Mall. And that's where a lot of the rioters came from when they were able to come in and park right in the parking lot. It took us over an hour to get in there and actually stop what was already been rioting and the looting, destroying your property. In my opinion, it was a complete lack of leadership, decision-making. It should have been handled much quicker. It should have been handled in a more direct, we need to stop this right now. During the same time of the arrest of the pastor, when I was a deputy, we were given basically orders to not make an arrest unless it was absolutely necessary, unless we really had to. All these issues that I brought to your attention, some that I haven't, these decisions are being made for political reasons. They're being made just to get out in front of the media, and ultimately all these decisions that are being made are making the citizens of Hillsborough County, the residents of Hillsborough County, less safe. This is Chad Cronister in 2018. I understand the culture of the office, the needs of the employees, and the needs of the community. I think these are the three most important things. I have nothing against Chad, nothing personal, no animosity. I think Chad's a nice guy, but I don't think he's the man cut out for this job. I think he's doing all of these decisions that he's making is for political reasons. He's trying to win over everybody, both parties, and he's stepping on the deputies in the middle of doing this. The morale is the lowest it's ever been. We don't have enough patrolmen on the street. These decisions are, everything that he's doing, in my opinion, is for his personal gain to get back in office. I was in District 4 for almost 2 years. Not one time did I see Chad come out to talk to the troops, to support the troops, to try and build morale up. In my opinion, that's what a leader does. That's what a sheriff should do. He should come out and meet his guys, talk to them, be personal with them, let them know that he's supporting them, and try and push the morale up. Ron Mcmullen is the man for the job. He's worked his way through the ranks, becoming the major of the Tampa Police Department. He's been the acting chief. He's got the experience. He's been in multiple units throughout his career. He's got integrity, morals. He's trustworthy. He's honest. He treats people the way that you're supposed to treat people. He treats people like adults. Ron, anyone I've ever talked to that ever worked for Ron have enjoyed. They respect him because of the man he is and what he's done. Ron is a true leader. He's been tested over and over again in the different types of units, different type of divisions that he's worked in. I've worked with Ron side by side, but I've also seen him. I've seen the type of integrity that he has when it comes to investigations. I've seen how he treats people. I've seen how he acts under pressure. Ron is a true leader. There's so many things, there's improprieties about possibly internal affairs investigations. I've heard from multiple sources about investigations, about falsifying documents, about favoritism. We need someone to lead this agency to make it right, to bring ethics, make sure there's morals, make sure that there's fairness, that people are treated the way they're supposed to be treated, and that we have enough people on the street in patrol, which is your backbone of any agency, to make sure that the residents of Hillsborough County are being protected, are safe. I urge you, I implore you to go out and vote for Ron Mcmullen on or before November 3rd. Ron is the man that we need. We need him to be at the helm of the sheriff's office.